Good afternoon. My name is Patrick Kelly. I am the chairman of the Northern New York Power Proceeds Allocation Board. I am calling our April 1st, 2026 meeting to order. Board members Stacey Brekke, Robert Smith, and Robert McNeil are here. From the New York Power Authority, we have Karen DeLintz, Tricia Wilson, Alana Appenzeller, and Lori Alessio joining us as well. This is a scheduled board meeting. It has been duly noticed as required by the open meetings law. There is a proposed agenda in front of the board. I would ask if any members have any amendments to this agenda.
No.
Hearing none, can I have a motion to approve the meeting agenda?
So move.
A motion from Mr. McNeil. Is there a second?
Second.
A second from Mr. Smith. All in favor?
Aye.
It carries. Before we move forward with the agenda, members were polled prior to the meeting regarding possible conflicts of interest. Does anybody have any conflicts of interest they'd like to disclose?
I don't. I do not.
No.
In a piece of consistency with previous meetings, I will disclose that I think I have conflicts with both of these projects, as both are in potentially going to be in front of the IDA for assistance, or we have existing relationships with them. So I will be recusing myself from the vote and discussion on both of the potential projects today. The proposed minutes are before the board. Do any members have any amendments for the minutes?
No.
No.
Hearing none, can I have a motion to approve them?
I make motion to approve.
Ms.
Second.
Brekke, and second by Bob. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The minutes are approved. Patricia Wilson, Senior Program Manager of Economic Development, would you please present a fund update to the board?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In your meeting packets, you'll find the March 2026 Northern New York Economic Development Fund Update Report. Copy this right here. Total deposits made to the fund are $12,312,682 plus $897,667 interest earned, bringing total funds deposited to $13,210,349. Disbursements made to grantees represent total expenditures from the fund of $1,749,417, bringing the current fund balance to $11,460,932. As defined by the Northern New York Power Proceeds Allocation Act, a 15% minimum of fund benefits is dedicated to energy-related projects. Less prior awards of $1,057,422. There is currently $789,480 available for energy-related projects only. The Allocation Board has awarded $6,759,417 to the projects that are listed on page 2 of your fund update report, leaving total fund benefits available to be awarded by the Allocation Board of $6,450,932. Today's recommendations include 2 standard projects for a total amount of $2 million. I'll turn it back to you, Mr. Chair.
Do any members have any questions?
No.
No.
Okay, no action is necessary on this item, so we will move forward to the award of fund benefits from the Northern New York Economic Development Fund, round 17. Again, Ms. Wilson, if you could take over.
Thank you again. In this 17th round of allocations for the board to consider, the first award recommendation from staff is $1 million from the Northern New York Economic Development Fund to North Country Dairy LLC, a wholly owned subsidiary of Upstate Niagara Cooperative, Inc. North Country Dairy plans to purchase and install equipment that will provide necessary improvements to the existing lagoon and wastewater treatment system, thereby enabling the plant to remain operational, retaining 128 local jobs, and providing additional capacity with the potential for future job creation. Proceeds funding will be used to reimburse eligible equipment and installation costs associated with the project at their North Lawrence facility. Aspects of this project that present a strong case for the recommendation of a fund benefits award include North Country Dairy is a major economic anchor in St. Lawrence County and the broader North Country dairy sector, employing 128 workers, including more than 50 jobs that have been added in just the past 5 years, and supporting over $9 million in annual local payroll. They produce value-added products, which are sold nationwide, bringing outside revenue into the region. North Country Dairy has a track record of investing in new product lines and expanding production capacity. And they significantly impact area dairy farms, utilizing approximately 200 million pounds of milk annually. This project aligns with the North Country Regional Economic Development Council strategy to support the North Country's major industries to serve domestic and global markets, and the core initiatives outlined by McKinsey & Company in the St. Lawrence County Economic Development Study to sustain and grow manufacturing and ag-related businesses. The improvement project to the existing lagoon and wastewater treatment system will remedy current capacity issues, keeping the plant open to secure current jobs and preserve the opportunity for future investment and job growth, which is essential to the region. Given the information provided, staff is recommending that the Allocation Board recommend to the NYPA Board of Trustees to award $1 million to North Country Dairy. I'll turn it back to you.
Does anybody have any questions?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion to adopt staff's recommendation to award $1 million to North Country Dairy LLC?
So moved.
Bob, is there a second?
I'll second.
Bob Smith is a second. All in favor?
Aye.
And I'm abstaining. The motion passes. Second recommendation, please.
Thank you. The second award recommendation from staff in this funding round is $1 million from the Northern New York Economic Development Fund to Twin Rivers Paper Company, LLC. Twin Rivers Paper plans to undertake a project to purchase the assets of Potsdam Specialty Papers, Inc. and invest in critical spare parts and capital projects to improve the reliability and productivity of the paper machine. Improvements essential to restoring the mill to its historic operating performance and preserving approximately 70 jobs. Proceeds funding will be used to reimburse a portion of eligible project costs of the machinery and equipment, critical spares, and associated costs at the Potsdam mill. Aspects of this project that present a strong case for the recommendation of a fund benefits award include retaining a major economic anchor in St. Lawrence County, preserving 70 jobs, more than $5 million in annual local payroll, and approximately $700,000 in annual local tax revenues. The production of value-added products, which are sold globally, brings outside revenue into the region, and planned investment in capital projects and deferred maintenance will enhance the operating capacity and long-term viability of the mill.
Just go over here.
The project aligns with the North Country Regional Economic Development Council strategies and priorities, including support for international trade with Canada, the location of their largest customer, and investment in tradable sectors to support, grow, and diversify the North Country's major industries to serve domestic and global markets. The project will ensure continuing operations of the mill, provide needed investment in machinery and equipment, preserving approximately 70 jobs, and positioning the facility for growth. Given the information provided, staff is recommending that the Allocation Board recommend to the NYPA Board of Trustees to award $1 million to Twin Rivers Paper Company. Right back to you.
Does anybody have any questions?
No.
Again, hearing none, is there a motion to adopt staff's recommendation to award $1 million to Twin Rivers Paper Company, LLC?
I'll make a motion.
Bob makes the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Stacy makes the second. All in favor?
Aye.
I again will abstain. The motion carries. Is there any other business to discuss? There is not. I'll just an observation. I think the activity and the utilization of this fund is clearly on the upswing. So I'd just take a moment to thank Trish and the rest of the New York Power Authority team. After the discussion, I said I would abstain. I think we're done. The votes have been cast. These are great projects. This is important work. This is very helpful for St. Lawrence County. This is a major boost for economic development to have this fund, to have these resources. and to have them be put into use as much as I think we've seen an increase over the last year or so. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Trish. The Power Authority, these two are excellent projects. And the North Country Dairy project is pretty important. A neighbor of mine who's on the Agrimark board, Eric Fonda, called me last week and talked, among other things, and thought it was great that we're doing that because it sort of anchors Upstate Dairy Co-op, which is a big co-op, and there's a lot of talk about they're going to merge with Agrimark. And this was an important thing for them.
Well, it's an important project for sure. If there's no other business, then just highlight that our next meeting is scheduled for June 3rd at 4 p.m. And if there's nothing else, could I please have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll
Bob
second.
Smith, Stacey seconds. All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
We are adjourned.